Good morning, good evening, good afternoon on a very, very hot day here in the UK. Yes, we're having a bit of a sunfest here, which is very, very enjoyable because I do like it. I'm not sure if George, though, should be out with that white body in the sun all my life. And his missus, George, come inside and do stamps. Shouldn't really be doing them outside because they'll curl up and blow away. They'll go to dust in this sun. It is truly hot today. Okie dokie. So, what am I looking at today? Well, I thought I'd do a bit of an update on my ongoing collections with Belgium. You know the ones, Belgium, Italy, Hungary, that sort of thing. Because I had a new idea last night, which I decided to put into operation to start. But two things quickly, just before we begin with that. I want to show you these. I'll turn this over. I was having a root and toot around in the garage, and I know we're not coins. We're not coins, we're stamps, aren't we? But quite often stamps and coins tend to go together. What I've got is 2 kopecks. Not bad condition, to be fair. 1813 by the look of it. So a Russian coin from 1815 or 1813. Difficult to see in this light. 1813. So that was quite a nice find. Then I came upon this, which is George V. But what is it? Island of Jersey, liberated 1945. So it's actually a 1945 coin celebrating the liberation of, well, Jersey, as I've said already. So that was quite nice. And then we got this one here, which is Liberata un centamo. Now we know from stamps that usually means South America, and it is. So what is it? Well, it's Argentina, Republica, and the date, again, it's not bad condition, 1893 or 1893. Bit of a dink there. Now, I'm not saying these are worth anything, but they've got some age to them now, and they're not bad condition. And then finally I came upon this one, which is a bit of it's been well worn, but considering it hasn't been used for since 18 something or other, anyway, I put it under Google Lens, and it's a George III GB, almost smooth, but can just about make the old king out. And on the back we've got Britannia, Royal Britannia, yes, so that's quite nice. So I just thought I'd show those to you before we, I should be putting them in, I don't know what I should be putting them in, but they'll go back wherever they came from in the beginning. Before we go into the stamps though, I just want to say that I had a message saying that the amounts of people's views seem to have suddenly decreased, and I was asked if mine had decreased, and they have sort of fallen. Well, you know, in the early days I was getting a number. I know it's not about the hits, but it's disappointing when your numbers start to fall, and yet, you know, is there something going on with it? The answer is to plough on, don't be disheartened, things will come back, things are changing, and things will continue to change because nothing stays the same, ever. And we will get our reward, which is to enjoy stamps, enjoy collecting, share our little videos, have a laugh, be kind to each other, support stamp collecting in whatever form. That is the idea, and if we get hits along the way in comments, and if people do live feeds and stuff like that, you know, these are good things to keep us happy, sane in these wild, wacky, amazing times. Aren't I right, George? Yes, I am. He loves it, so do I. So what I've done, we'll get to the stamps now after that. I've put them in I actually arranged them in alphabetical order. Brains. Wow, it's only took months, didn't it? So alphabetical order. So I started with Belgium, so I've been adding also as we've been going along, so we'll just, what did I have the other day? World Health Organization stamp there. Yeah, 1973. The Circus, 2002. And the Youth Festival, 1974. I did find this one in the box today. 1912, coat of arms. So after B comes Czechoslovensko. Don't think I've had any real additives. Possibly this one here, Slaney. Czech Republic, so I'm stretching it a bit there. Slovenský Sáris, 1971. Julius Fucic, I had him the other day. Zapotoki, I'd had, yeah, he was there last week. So I haven't really added much in the way of Czech. I think I may have wreathed them all out of the washing machine box. Era I've added, so I've taken it from another folder and put it in here. And of course it begins with E, so there we go. I did have this here, which is Diphtheria Kills Cancel. And this is a 1958 stamp celebrating the life of Thomas Clark, who was killed during the Easter uprising of 1916. So it celebrates him in Ireland. Anything else on the other side? No. France, I've done nothing recently with France, but I did add this to the A to Z, if you will. Probably stick with Europe. Probably will. Greece, yes. There have been a few additions here. So this Dove one, couldn't really find a title for it. Rethymno in Crete, which is a statue of sorts, which was built. So that's quite nice. And Virginia, not quite, oh yeah, 1979, not quite sure what's going on there, but it's quite a nice stamp. I love the Greek stamps because they are quite symbolic. They mean something, I just don't know what they mean. And then Hungary, this one popped out. This was a series from 1973, that's one of them, where sort of, they look like monsters. They're probably not, they're probably children's characters from the past. Looks a bit demonic there, and he's got horn. You know, we find different ways of teaching children, and that's probably one way. I don't know though, don't quote me on that. So we got to Hungary there. Italia, we continue with these. I think I've got quite a few new ones recently. What I do like is these post-fascism stamps. Liberation here. Democracy here. Democracy again. So they're quite symbolic in their own right. I thought that may have been associated with 1929, but it turned out to be a 1945 stamp. And then this airmail one popped up from 1930, so that was a nice little addition. So that's I. Then is this an unfinally moment? I think it is. It is the Netherlands. Again, I've kept the Queen's heads out. I did find another old Queen's heads from the 1800s, which I put in the appropriate page. So we're the recent ones I've had here, possibly the environment, 86, 2001. Christmas, yeah, we talked about these, didn't we? The pity of stamps that I did not just wait a little bit to put them all together. Celebrate. This was another celebration stamp from 2005, so I'll put these two side by side. So I'm making a slight effort to sort of put them where I think they should be. And that's quite nice. I like that drawing. And then, yeah, so what is going to happen now is, as I do other countries, I will add the different countries. I may go through other folders that might have other countries. That's a Christmas collection, but there's also France there. British, oh yeah, you know what I mean. As I start other kind of collections. For example, New Zealand, I've kept that separate for now because it's not Europe. Art, for example, so Netherlands Queens. Lady Di, moved it from the other folder, put it into this folder. And then I've got this India, trying to gather stock for India. The dates are all over the place, I need to work on that. So, lots to do, lots to enjoy. We've got to enjoy the sun while it's out. George is. I'm not sure the neighbours are though. I'll talk to you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.